Yep.
For those that don't know the Bill Smith
Yep.
wrestling history or story, can you share that with us?
And actually in the display, we'll be able to put a little bit out there, kind of where he came from and what he did, and in being a multi-time national champion from here, being from Iowa, and kind of his story a little bit. And Mike Chapman, I don't know if anybody knows him, but wrestling historian. I mean, I don't know if there's anybody that knows more about the history of wrestling. He actually put a DVD together about Bill, and incredible. I mean, the history that he goes into and how much you learn about him, and I'm not doing a very good job of giving you his history. I tell you what, he's sharp, man. He's still fun to talk with. Like I said, he loves wrestling, man, and knows what's going on. But a small-town Iowa boy that won a couple national titles here. He was Iowa State Teachers College, 52, and went to the Olympics in Helsinki, and won a national title. And it's funny, he was talking about being on a boat and how long they were on a boat. And then I think about when I went to the Olympics, and you're flying a direct flight straight over to Beijing, and how things were a little bit tougher back then. But they didn't think about it any different, though. They were getting ready to compete, and they thought about it the same. But pretty cool to hold a gold medal in your hand, though, and think about where it's been and really what it means, and how many guys have dreamed about doing that, and he was one of them to do it. So I don't know how. Mike Chapman would be the guy to talk to, though. You want to go through history, or go or just get the DVD on him, because I tell you what, it's pretty incredible the in-depth he is in Bill Smith and his family and his life. So I don't know, I'm sure you can find it online somewhere. I'm sure Mike appreciates me giving him a plug.
Given that you guys have had 2 weeks off,
Yep.
Stir crazy. How eager are you guys to get back out on the mat?
I think win-loss, I think if you enjoy to compete, you enjoy the opportunity, I think they probably handle it better than us. It was actually really good, though, to get some training in, though. We were able to kind of put a couple really hard days together, because it's hard. It's hard when you go on a Sunday and then you go on maybe a Friday again, to really put a couple really, really tough days together. So it was actually good for us, kind of where we're at in our training and how we're getting towards the end of the season. It was actually probably set up really well. We'll see how we compete with it, but some of the things that you do maybe aren't necessarily for just the week in front of you. They're farther down the line. But I know our guys would probably rather be out there than watching. But that's not the. You got me. You got good questions, and then you get me thinking. Then I start talking, and then I get all over the place, and then. I probably get more stir crazy than they do, though, just so you know. But also, then I'm trying to find that right balance in not doing that, So as a coach, like you get towards the end of the season, you're talking about, look, I lost some weight. You kind of get towards the end of the year, and you start to ramp up a little bit, when really you need to be able to stay real steady. So I'm trying to work to do that as a coach, and really stay just steady, man. That keep those seas real calm. But I know guys are ready to compete. They're excited. They were watching everyone else compete. It was a big weekend, and a lot of wrestling going on. But guys look forward to go down to Gallagher Iba, I can tell you that. I know I do too. It's never been very friendly to me when I've been down there at different times, so I don't expect it to be any different. So I like that, though, a lot.
There's a handful of great atmospheres in college wrestling. What is it like at Oklahoma State? Are they one of the top atmospheres for a meet?
That I've been to, no, not bad. Oklahoma fans probably won't appreciate that a whole lot, but I'm biased to Iowa. I've been in some incredible environments that are really hard to beat, So I'm a little biased on that. Even being up in Minnesota a few times, have been some incredible, absolutely incredible, just in where they're just on top of you. Even when I was at Iowa a few times at Oklahoma State, it wasn't packed, though. It was good, but it wasn't like just everything on top of you. And I don't know if this crowd will be like that. I saw the crowds with Missouri and in Iowa State, and they were good crowds, but they weren't packed to the gills. So I don't know. I have to really think. I'll think about it next week, and I'll give you a ranking. West Gym's number one, though, just so you know.